I guess we
Rocking
can't do that
down.
first card then.
Alright, guys. Pichu, Raito, and Edge again. We're reviewing custom Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Past the 8 seconds. Still limit the F bombs and stuff, but yeah, we're gonna be doing custom Yu-Gi-Oh reviews.
I smell pennies.
What the heck's wrong with you?
All right, so the first card we have is Chronicle Spirit of Light and Dark. Cybers. Why is it a Cybers?
Oh
Whatever.
no. It looks
Light.
like
Link
some kind of.
1. 300 attack. One Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, or one monster that mentions one of those monsters. So why not just say one Blue Eyes or Dark Magician monster?
No, it has to be one of those two. It can't be one of their monsters. It has to be one of those two.
No, it says or one monster that mentions one of those monsters.
I
Then
don't
you could
know.
technically use like one of the white stone monsters. Anyway, you can also link summon this card using one normal monster in your hand as link material. What?
Okay.
Okay. If this card is link summoned, you can reveal any number of level 7 or higher dark and or dragon and or spellcaster monsters in your hand. Place them on the bottom of the deck, then draw that many cards. Is it like a hard once per turn thing?
Let's see.
Then, if you revealed Blue Eyes White Dragon or Dark Magician, you can draw one more card. If a monster you control that is Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, or a monster that mentions one of those monsters would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your GUI. Instead, you can only special summon Chronicle Spirit of Light and Dark once per turn. Okay, so it is a once per turn, kinda.
Okay, so would that even be good?
It would be good in Blue Eyes Dark Magician Exodia FTK.
So no.
No,
So this is locals. This is locals level.
this is playground level at best. This is playing with your friends, and you need to test a deck function.
Yeah.
But you know what? If it didn't have 300 attack points, and the fact you can possibly go into it without having to summon anything turn 1, I could see this being a top 10. This could be a top 10 Dark Magician Blue Eyes card right here.
Yeah, true.
But the fact that it's a link 1 and it's got 300, I feel like it should have been better. Anyway, moving on. Doomsday. Who wants to read this one?
That actually looks kind of cool.
So who's
What
reading this
level
one?
is that?
I think level 10.
10. You want this one, Edge, or the next one?
I suppose the next one.
Alright, Pichu, that's all you.
Doomsday, Beast, Earth. I think this is from like Marvel or something. Level 10.
This is DC.
It's what?
It's DC, I think. Yeah, it's DC.
Yeah. 4,000 attack, 3,750 defense. This card cannot be special summoned. Every time this card destroys a monster, gain 1,500 life points. Interesting. Cannot be destroyed by battle. Cannot be tributed by card effects while face up on the field. Ha, suck it, sphere mode. Once per turn, target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it. You cannot attack the turn this effect is activated. Pay half your life points. Add one lives to kill from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. Or once per
Alright,
duel.
here's
What
my
is
little.
lives to kill?
Well, there's 2 more cards. But here's my little. Sometimes I like cards based on like comic characters because they tend to take that character's power and turn it into their effect. This has nothing to do with Doomsday's power. I don't
I mean,
think
that's what
so.
I've been doing with the Dungeon Dragons and Dungeon Warriors. I've been taking like D&D monsters and stuff and turning them into
Yeah,
like card effects.
the whole thing with Doomsday is you can't kill him the same way twice. Maybe that has something to do with that card that's mentioned in its tech But damn, the 4,000 attack point clauses. Jesus Christ. Next. Here it
Oh,
is.
there's lives to kill.
Alright,
Continue
I
to
guess.
trap.
Who.
I can
Ed, you
do
got
this
this
one. I
one,
can do this one since it's like a set.
buddy. You got it.
This
Go ahead.
card, this card can only be activated if Doomsday is on the field. The opponent cannot special summon monsters. Okay. Doomsday becomes immune to your opponent's card effects. Doomsday can no longer deal battle damage to your opponent. This card only stays on the field for 5 turns. After 5 turns, it'll banish itself. Only 1 lives to kill can be activated per duel.
Alright, so the first problem I see here is the card text. I feel like it should be. What's a better way to word this?
After
Your
after
fifth
the fifth
standby phase?
after the fifth standby phase, this card is banished.
Yep,
You can only
that's a
you can only activate 1 of this card per duel.
Which is kind of counterproductive because, like, one can only assume you're running 3 of these, probably.
I
And
wouldn't.
maybe 1 each at best. Our final card is Beast that came from Krypton.
Huh. Spell card. Banish all cards in your graveyard. Add one Doomsday from your deck to your hand. If 5 or more monsters were banished via this card's effect, special summon 3 monsters from your deck or hand to the field. Only 1. Okay.
So they all
This
have a.
little mini archetype is not that great.
It's not. Considering their best card can only be used once per duel.
All 3 of them can all
This,
be used once per duel.
this right here is their best card. It can only be used once per duel. I like the concept. I really do. But. Alright, that's all I had to say. But you're up. You're up, Edge.
You want the normal monster or you want another card?
When this card's normal summon, it'll act as your guide throughout the duel, choosing the best monster spell cards to help you lead to victory. Of course, the card I get, it's a goddamn normal monster.
I asked, do you want the normal monster or the next one?
I didn't know the next one was a normal monster.
You know what? You would have the next one too. You can have the next one too. You kind of got shafted.
You can have the next one. I need to. I won't be a.
Alright.
I'll be nice
No,
about it.
I read 3, so you should get. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you should get
they were together, but still, you should
But
get
still. Alright. So here you go, buddy.
Those are actual cards, I'm pretty sure.
They might be.
Yeah, I believe so. Let's see. So summon this card's a normal monster. This is also a trap card. You can discard this card from your hand. Spell summon 1 mystical beast of circuit from your hand or deck. You can banish this card from your graveyard, shuffle 5 continuous traps with different names from your graveyard back to your deck and draw a card. Alright. That's pretty good.
It sounds like it's actually a real card, though.
Spell summon this card as a normal monster, yada. Then activate 1 Temple of Kings from your deck. During the player's turn, you can banish a card from your graveyard, all mystical beast of circuit. If the attack for each continuous trap on the field and in your graveyard until the end of the turn, you can only use effective Thabian Temple Spirit per turn. Alright.
I like the concept. I like the concept. It does say it's only on theme deck support. But
they're not actual cards, apparently.
I think the artwork's from actual cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, on
Who right mind is actually playing Mythical Beast of Circuit?
I don't know. But apparently there's another, like, Memorabilia card. There's which is like a food archetype. It's weird.
Oh no.
New Evolvesaur.
We got a Blue Eyes. Well, that is a lot of text, okay. Divine Soldier with Eyes of Blue. Light, level 1. Spellcaster Fusion Tuner. What?
Huh? 0 attack and defense.
Okay.
Oh, hey, we got a second level 1 synchro.
Okay. One blue eyes monster plus one with eyes of blue monster. First off, this looks like obelisk and blue eyes fused
It
right here.
does. That looks
Mm-hmm.
freaking amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
Can be fusion summoned by banishing the above materials from the hand, field, or GY. Wow, that is insanely good already.
Okay, this is amazing.
This card's fusion summon cannot be negated, cannot be destroyed by card effects. Once per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. Okay, I like that. I like that. When this card is sent to the GY, you can shuffle it to your extra deck instead. When this card is summoned, you can set one True Light or add one card that lists a Blue Eyes monster and its text to your hand. Once per turn, you can special summon one of your banished Blue Eyes monsters. All right, what Blue Eyes monsters could you possibly summon off of this, other than the fusion material? We'll
Uh,
get to-
Deep Eyes? I think Deep Eyes banishes itself.
yeah, but Deep Eyes isn't a Blue Eyes monster, is it?
No, it's not.
Yeah. Your opponent cannot target Blue Eyes monster you control with card effects. If you control a Blue Eyes monster, you can summon one level 1 tuner monster from your hand, deck, or GY. And if you do, you can send it to the graveyard. What?
I don't know.
If a Blue Eyes monster will summon, draw one card. Okay. I like the premise of how it can't be destroyed by battle once per turn. But it's got zeros in attack and defense, so I feel like a no battle damage clause would have been fine for this too.
The artwork is amazing. 10 out
It
of 10 on the
truly is.
artwork.
It true. Yes. 10 out of 10 on the artwork. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. What about you, Edge? How do you think about this? What's your?
Very good card.
I
Hashtag.
like it. This is the best card so far.
It truly is. It truly is.
I mean, there
Anyway.
wasn't really a competition for best card.
Moving on, we got Witchcrafter support.
Crafter Refinement. Send one. I love the artwork on this one.
Me too.
Send one
Yeah.
Witchcrafter monster from your deck or field to the graveyard. Special summon one Witchcrafter monster from your hand, deck, or extra deck with the same attribute as the sent monster. During the end phase, if you control a Witchcrafter monster when this card is in the graveyard, add this card to your hand. You can only use one effect per turn and only once a turn. I mean,
Okay, I like this one.
Mm-hmm.
it's
But do
pretty good. And
Witchcrafters
it's a
do Witch-
quick play too.
do Witchcrafters actually have extra deck monsters, or am I just tripping?
A singular extra monster.
Let me
They
check.
do.
Yeah, it's a fusion. It came out a while back.
Oh my god! No wonder I don't remember it. Okay,
Oh.
you want to read this one, Edge?
Or you, Edge can, either one.
Pichu, can you do this? You're going set.
Hold on a second. Yeah, it's just a fusion. One fusion. Okay. Witchcrafter Accent. Ooh, we got a field spell. Which is something I don't think they actually have. No, they do not. When this card is activated, special summon one Witchcrafter monster from your deck or graveyard. Witchcrafter monsters you control are unaffected by your opponent's spell effects. You can use each of the following effects once per turn. If a Witchcrafter monster you control would discard to activate an effect, you can send this card from your field to the graveyard instead. Okay. During your end phase, if you control a Witchcrafter monster with cards in the graveyard, you can place it in the field zone.
Oh my god!
Oh, okay, so let me just go infinite on this one card.
So the instant activation from the graveyard is good, but it's a little broken.
Witchcrafters would be very, very high tier if this was good. If this was a real card.
The last card is a
Unfortunately, I
link.
don't think Blue Eyes would change. Ooh, a Link 2. 2100 attack, fire, spellcaster. Two monsters with different attributes. Okay, good. It's generic. If this card points to a Witchcrafter card, quick effect, add one of your banished Witchcrafter spells to your hand. Then, if you have one Witchcrafter monster in the graveyard, send one Witchcrafter card from your deck to the graveyard. Quick effect, target one card in the graveyards, banish it. If you do, neither player can activate cards or effects with the same name as the target monster for the rest of the turn.
Ooh, okay. So it's a generic Link 2.
Wait.
Like,
It says target one card in the graveyards, banish it. Then it says same name as target a monster.
so I guess it means the monster you. I
I
think it's
don't
meant
know.
to be like. I think it's supposed to be targeted card, but either way, this is a generic Link 2 for spellcasters
Yeah, with a
that can just
decent stats. 2100?
that can also say you want to Ash Blossom me. How about no? I like it, but that Blue Eyes one is not changing in the rating.
Nah.
This is like
That the
second place right now.
Blue eyes one has like the best artwork.
There's
Personally.
one more. There's one more apparently.
Ooh, a synchro.
Mm.
Okay, what is that? Level 8 wins. Spellcaster synchro. 23 attack, 26 defense. One tuner plus one or more non-tuner spellcaster monsters. Once again, generic. For this card, synchro summon, you can treat one witchcrafter monster you control as a tuner. I don't think any of them are tuners because there's not a synchro. Quick effect, you can shuffle one of your banished spells into the deck. Monster Reborn. Called by. Into the deck until the end phase. What? Replace this effect with that. Replace this effect with that spell's original effect. When that card is activated, whatever effect is activated that would destroy or negate a spellcaster monster you control. Quick effect, discard one spell, negate the activation, and if you do destroy it, you can only use each effect once per turn.
So this thing could potentially become a damn dark hole during battle phase.
Yeah.
What are those cards that say you can only activate like one of this card per turn or something? Doesn't this get around that?
I feel like it does.
I think it does.
Oh my god.
And I think there's a couple of like spells that say you can only activate this like once per duel, but I think this gets around it.
Because it does say when that card when that card is activated, I think this ignores the once per duel thing. Yeah.
Holy crap, this thing would instantly be put at 1, or if not banned.
Or errata. No, I don't see him errating. I see him banning it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Or
these are like a
errata in
close.
it to where it has to be Witchcrafter materials.
I do like how they took the Harpy Lady thing of treating one Witchcrafter monster as a tuner.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
But yeah, these are like a close.
I'm interested about this next one. It's a like Cyber Dragon thing.
Oh, yep.
Cyber Dragon. What? Cyber Dragon while on the field or in graveyard for the X7 Machine Exceeds monster. Choose level 5, yada yada. Once per turn, if Cyber Dragon wants on field, spell summon this card from your hand. This card is normal or special summoned. You can add one Cyber Dragon or a monster. I mentioned it. That's just too broken.
It is. It's a level 4 at that.
Yeah.
I like the artwork though.
I do. It reminds me of like Gundam a little bit. Moving on.
Ooh.
Cyber Dragon Stealth. Why do I start games when I do this? Let's see. Cyber Dragon while field in your graveyard. Target one monster in the graveyard. Spell summon this card from your hand. And target monster in your field defense position. And let's see. I'll make it level 5. And cannot spell summon machine monsters. This card from your graveyard. Add one machine monster from your graveyard to your hand. Wow, that is just recursion. Haven't heard of it.
Are these about to be just broken cyber dragons? What the heck?
Cyber Dragon Snatcher.
Hold
this
up,
thing
hold
is-
up, hold up,
This
hold up,
thing
hold
is
up.
beautiful.
Isn't this just the Rush Duel Cyber Dragon fusion monster?
It may be.
Is there
It
one?
might be. Someone look that up real quick. Someone look up the Rush Duel Cyber Dragon
I
fusion.
didn't know there was a Rush Duel Cyber Dragon.
Yeah, they added Cyber Dragons to Rush Duels.
Let's see. Have materials, all monsters filled become machine monsters. Once per turn, you can detach one material. Start with controls, take control of it. If you do, its name becomes Cyber Dragon. You get its effects called
Oh yeah, Cyber Rush Dragon. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, that is just silly.
So it's a snatch steal as a monster, but only for machines.
But it makes everything your opponent controls a machine.
So it's also
It's
a
the same-
DNA
it's the same
surgery.
artwork, but it's not. I don't think it's anything different. Maybe the stats
And then
and
it-
the effect.
Oh my god! And it automatically goes into an infinity upon death. It floats into infinity.
Cyber Dragon's tier 1?
No,
Yo,
More.
we're not going back to the GX era with this. But you know what? I am kind of
So Konami, how much butt kissing do I have to do to get this card or something similar to be printed?
Yeah, man. I am kind of mad how they gave Cyber Dragons new support in Rush Duels only. The one thing that's not is like that's not even.
That's not even a thing around here. Oh my lord!
Is this an actual card,
I don't think so.
or the artwork might be some? I think the artwork is from Rush Duels again.
Probably.
does this guy have an original bone in his body?
I mean, these might be original art.
They do. At least the stealth one looks new.
Yeah.
Alright, Troll the monsters. Oh, so you just pull some Cyber Dragon from your deck. Magic card graveyard except turn with and it's just a cyber load fusion from the graveyard.
All right. You know what?
Oh yeah, this isn't broken.
Not at all. Not at all.
So Konami,
How much begging do I have to do? Someone left a comment, by the way.
I spent like around $500 on my Blue Eyes deck, and I spent at least 300 something on Cyber Dragons, and
Oh my god, Flower Guardians. Okay. Flower Guardian Wild.
Happened to
Demograss, except a freaking Photoshop Amanari attack on this guy.
I mean, that's what Flower Guardians are.
yeah.
Warrior Link 100
Also-
attacks. Okay.
Also, I like how
One-
it's like a phone or a tablet instead of a card.
One non-link Flower Guardian monster. Okay, it seems simple enough. While there are no cards on your side of the field, you can link summon this card using one Flower Guardian monster from your hand. What is with a lot of cards being able to be summoned with stuff from the hand lately?
I don't know.
Also, you cannot normal summon monsters rest of the turn except Flower Guardian. I feel like that's redundant. Who's playing something other than Flower Guardian in Flower Guardian?
I don't know.
Exactly.
You can only special summon one Flower Guardian wild card per turn. If this card is link summoned, you can tribute this card, draw one card. Then, if it is a Flower Guardian monster, you can take one spell or trap that mentions Flower Guardian in this text and either add it to your hand or send it to the GY. Otherwise, send that card you drew to the GY.
Where are you taking it from, though?
Up your butt.
But here's the question. Here's the question, though. If the point of it is to dump something, right? To dump a spell or trap, why does it matter if I don't draw a monster? I'm dumping a spell or trap.
Exactly.
That-
but I do kind of like I like the artwork. I feel like it would have been much better if the artwork was an actual card backing.
Yeah.
Because then, boom,
I do like how instead of like the painting thing, it's like a phone.
Flower Guardians do be having some of the weirdest artworks. Now that I think about it,
There's some of the weirdest cards.
that is true. Next,
Oh boy.
Why? Why do I get the MS Paint card? Instant Pendulum spell card. Pay 1,000, then activate one of these effects. Special summon one Pendulum monster from your face down extra deck, but cannot attack. Also, it has its effects negated. Not. Yeah. Place one Pendulum monster from your face down extra deck it to your Pendulum zone. No, activate one protect. Yeah, that's actually not bad.
it's not. But why is it from my face down extra deck? Shouldn't it be face up?
That's
Well, I mean, instant fusion.
True, fair. Okay, this is a knock also probably for rituals. Let's
Oh no.
no. Why don't we place our bets here? Is it going to have a broken effect or a okay one?
I'm gonna say okay.
What do you
I
think,
think it's gonna
Pichu?
be broken. I think it's gonna be broken.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go right down the middle. It's gonna be. It's gonna be just right. It's gonna be like Konami made this themselves.
Okay, this card sees where summon one level 10 or lower ritual monster from your hand or graveyard. You must also tribute monsters from your hand and or let's see, or as a first field levels full. Once your weapon controls four or more monsters, you can activate this set spell during your opponent's turn. Yep, there we go.
Yep, that's broken already.
Yep.
So it's a quick play spell, even if I don't want it to be a quick play spell.
Essentially.
Fair enough.
Here's my question: can this card be used against that Doomsday card from earlier?
I do not know.
Did Doomsday say only monsters could contribute it? You know what? We'll probably check back later just to answer this question.
Okay, so let's see what this can't summon. Out of the like 70 something ritual monsters. It can't summon Dogmatica
anything.
Albazoa.
Well, it can't summon anything above level 10 though. So, but you got access to some good.
Neither one of the big Drytrons.
And you wanted a Drytrons, right? Yeah, I think so. It can push out Black Lusters.
Herald of Ultimateness.
Ooh, yeah. This would be picked
Necros
to
of
one.
Sophia.
This would be picked to one immediately before even being printed in America. Konami will pick it
Sophia is
to
the
one.
only other one that it can't summon. So there's like 5 of the like 80 ritual monsters it can't summon.
All right, here we go. Magical Engineer Curtis. Okay, why is it Cybers?
Once first,
I guess.
Monster from your wrist or extra pendulum zone. If you punch some of those cards in your graveyard and add this card to your hand, that just seems very mid.
Yeah.
Magical Engineer.
Are these like these? That's from an anime. This is from an anime.
I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know what anime, but it looks familiar.
Yeah, it's not Gundam, is it? No, it can't be.
No, I don't think so.
If you know, put it in the comments. I'm intrigued.
And
okay.
Numbers. Don't think we forgot.
Yeah.
God.
So it's a Cybers Tuner, level 4, fire, 1700 attack, 1000 defense. If you control a Magical Engineer Pendulum card, you can show summon this card from your hand. Okay, but control it where? Like spell in Trap Zone or Field?
Just in general.
Alright, makes sense. If this card is sent to the GY for a synchro or fusion summon or detached as Xyz material, oh my god. You can place one magical engineer pendulum monster from your face up or face down extra deck to your pendulum zone. You can only use each effect of magical engineer Roxanne once per turn. Mm. Mm.
Nice.
It is nice. It is nice.
What I have a feeling there's another card.
Yep.
Magical
Christine.
Engineer Christine. Level 4, 1200 attack, 800 defense. Discard this card. Quick effect. Place one Magical Engineer Pendulum monster from face up or face down extra deck to your pendulum zone. Why not just say extra deck? If you pendulum summon, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. You can only use each effect once per turn.
I mean, it's not that bad.
It's not that good either.
That is true. It's
Yeah.
like I can see it as a one of in a deck, you know? Like you want to see it, but it's not like if I don't see it, I'm going to lose type situations.
Yeah. What the heck?
Magical Engineer Auric. Auric? I don't fucking care anymore. Fire, level 4, 1800 attack, 1600 defense. If this card is summoned while you control the Magical Engineer in your Pendulum Zone, discard a Magical Engineer, draw a card. Draw 2. So it's an archetype Pot of Greed, basically.
Mm-hmm.
During your main phase, quick effect, summon one Magical Engineer monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or face up field, including this card. Oh thank God! I'm surprised you didn't, specify face up or face down. You can only activate this effect from your hand if your opponent controls more monsters than you do. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. Okay then.
I like Magical Engineers. This is a half decent little archetype. What the heck?
Okay, this is straight from an anime.
This thing actually
They
looks
have
pretty cool. What anime is this from?
I wish I knew. Anyway,
Is it my turn or Edge's turn?
I think it's Edge's turn.
Oh, okay.
You get the Pendulum Xyz.
You got a lot to read.
So it's pendulum things. You cannot spell summon monsters except Cyber's monsters. Already, that fucking sucks. Add one Magic spell trap card from your deck to your hand. That's not a hard once per turn, boys and girls.
That's a soft once per turn.
Yep, and from what I remember from everything else, it seems to be pretty easy to loop these things.
Mm-hmm.
It's a scale
So-
3, rank 4. Not bad.
So it needs 2 more Cyber's monsters. Okay, that's an easy enough condition. Target one face-up card on the field. Quick effect banish it. That's not even a once per turn.
And it can be used during the battle phase, kids. That's what we call a broken card.
Main phase, draw 1. And if you didn't attach one excuse material from this card, what? You can only use each effect of magical engineering. Peach on from this. What? Am I on crack? Am I on speed? Am I on shrooms? Am I part of some weird cult? And have I finally drinking the goddamn
During
Kool-Aid? What the
main
hell
phase,
did I?
draw one card, and if you... Oh, okay. I think I know what it means. During the main phase,
And if,
draw one card, and if you do, detach one material from this card.
no, if you did, if you didn't detach, you detach one serial from this card. If you did detach, oh yeah, that's
Okay.
Ooh, this thing's cool looking.
all right.
Magical
So I
Engineer in Marvel Helios. Level
on one
18,
turn.
Scale 5. 2 Magical Engineer monsters, 26 attack, 22 defense. Wait, is it my turn or did I skip Raito?
Oh no, go ahead, go ahead. I kind of skipped over Edge last time by
So,
accident. So
you can't special summon except Cyrus monsters. Once per turn, add one magical engineer monster from your deck to your hand. It requires two magical engineer monsters. If your opponent activates a spell trap or quick effect, negate the activation, and if you do, banish it. During the main phase, draw one card, and if you do, discard one card. You can only use each effect once per turn.
Okay, so how much draw power does this deck even have?
I don't know. Sky Whale.
well, considering they have a polymerization mixed in with a pot of greed.
Yeah.
As a level
Like,
4.
Oh my god. Magical engineering marvel Enki? How the fuck do you say that?
NK?
Okay, close enough. You cannot special summon monsters except Cyberus monsters. Oh, how am I supposed to summon anything when your only scale 3 is an Xyz monster that doesn't have the clause of when it's popped, it goes to the pendulum. None of them have that clause. How am I setting the scale?
It's the main deck monsters that do that.
My bad. I kind of ignored that. Anyway, moving on. If your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, negate that effect, and if you do, banish it.
That's
During the main phase, draw one, and if you do, banish one magical engineer card from your GY. You can only use each effect once per turn, 29.
if you realize that effect also doesn't have a once per turn at all. Meaning, if your opponent has a monster effect, it's banished. It's negated and banished.
I have the effect of Slifer upon summon. Nah, negate and banish. Well, fuck you. I quit.
Exactly. I'm just gonna normal summon. Okay, activate the freaking Ash Blossom. Nope, negated. Oh,
Normal summon Alistair effect? Yeah, no, get him out of here.
and
Effect of Rise Falcon? Nah, get him out of here.
you, fam, you just negated all 5 of the monster effects in my hand with that one card. And
Yeah, that's the point. It's an engineering marvel, isn't it?
I'm gonna engineer a noose that could kill myself in 1 second. I swear to fucking God.
Nah, negate your effect. Sorry. You know what? I can see this being very useful against birds right now.
Um,
I can see it being used against trap tricks a lot.
this card is literally good against any deck if it
That is fair. That is fair.
because it's a non once per turn monster negate.
Babylon! Hold up. This is the real engine of the deck? So what is all this shit back here, fodder?
These are just the engineers.
This is the fodder. Go ahead, Pichu.
Magical Engineering Tower, Babylon, field spell. Cyberus monsters gain 500 attack. You can destroy one card you control, place one magical engineer pendulum monster from your extra deck to your pendulum zone. You can only use this effect once per turn. If you control a magical engineer card in your pendulum zone, negate the effect of non-pendulum monster special summoned from the extra deck. During your opponent's next turn, your opponent can banish face down one. Wait, what? Can banish face down one random card from their hand to negate this effect.
Okay, so wow, that is
What? So in order for my opponent to be able to not lose attack, they have to banish a card from their hand.
Yeah. What?
This deck, mainly the extra deck monsters, have a lot of banish involved. I feel like the only deck that can benefit from this against fighting this deck is Grand Manjun. Or Helios, the Primordial Sun.
Kids, if you're playing Helios and Primordial Sun in 2023, please off yourself.
Whoa, man. What if someone's just starting and Helios is all they could find right at the moment? Be
Then
nice.
play Yugioh.
Yeah, play a real game like Vanguard.
Yes, spend $72 for one card.
Laughs in
Look, we're
Scarlet
not, look,
Bear.
look we're not going to talk about the Chrono Jet Dragon Z's right now. Okay, I'm not happy about it, but I need them. Sorry.
Are there any other cards, or is this it?
Moving on.
Magical Engineer Blueprint. You know, that blimp kind of looks like Stewie Griffin's face.
Oh, it does.
Destroy one pendulum card. From where?
Just destroy it.
If you do,
Just destroy it, man. Don't say where. Just destroy it.
add one Magical Engineer monster from your graveyard to your hand. Then, if you destroy the Magical Engineer draw one. Have you heard of commas?
Nope.
No.
Have you
No,
Schoolhouse
they have
you
not. I don't think they went to school for that long. Anyway, magical engineering disaster. That is not a good picture. That is not a good picture for this.
Reminds me of the Hindenburg.
you mean
Destroy one. Destroy one pendulum card, and if you do, look at your opponent's deck and select one card and make your opponent's banish each card with that name from their hand, deck, or graveyard face down. Oh my god.
This deck is instantly tier 0.
Then,
yeah?
if you destroyed a magical engineer card, draw one card. What other card am I destroying if not a magical engineer?
You could have destroyed Abyss Actor Curtain Raiser. I don't know.
Fair
If
enough,
any,
fair enough. Your opponent can banish one card, one random card from their hand face down to negate this effect. So either way, my opponent has to banish something.
my question is, why is it a continuous trap?
That is a good point.
Oh my lord. This is the most broken I've seen.
Oh my god,
That would
wait, is this
actually. No, that
wait,
would actually probably
hang
still
on.
be printed.
Is this
Wait,
the first and only hard once per turn of the deck?
no, that Babylon had a hard once per turn.
Yep. Did it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ah, okay, cool.
it's obvious who when this guy made all the cards and who when his friend made one of the cards. His friend made the Babylon card because that card it's a little broken, but at least it's like tolerably broken.
You know what? There's about 5 comments. Let's see what they have to say. I love when archetypes use a mechanic in unique ways. Okay. Okay. So this is great. It has good payoffs with the extra deck marvels that also become useful resources to get your combos started. No, don't say that, but they're right. They're right. The art,
No,
okay, the art was cool.
um, we need to give this guy the most passive aggressive comment.
Like what?
It's like
Touch grass.
You know what? Why don't we let the viewers decide? Here's this. I'm going to do that.
That's right.
And the viewers are going to decide the most passive aggressive comment we can give someone about this archetype.
Mm-hmm.
And the one we pick will be posted in the next video. How about that? Moving on.
I
Oh. Oh.
Oh my. Yes.
is it my turn to read?
I think it's Pichu's because I read the last one. Yeah, I did. Pichu,
Yes.
you're on it.
Earthbound
Go ahead,
Immortal,
buddy.
Ruinadel, Alma. Dark. Level 10. Rock effect. 3,200 attack, 3,000 defense. There can only be one Earthbound Immortal, so the Earthbound Immortal clause on the field. There's no field spell, it destroys itself. Opponent cannot target this card for attacks. This card can attack your opponent directly. When a card is sent to the graveyard, gain 300 life points for each card sent. You can pay 3,000 life points. Special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. If you do, this card cannot attack directly while your opponent controls a monster. You can only summon this card once per turn. Holy crap.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
I
That's the
love
best.
Earthbound Immortals. Absolutely
So do
love
I.
Earthbound Immortals stuff.
This this and that Blue Eyes one have got to be the best two already.
Yeah. I mean, anything's better than
Artwork wise,
what.
definitely. I'll have
This
just a
feels like
cosmic
what if
gateway looking. Of Dark Sanders made Arc Cradle and tried to crush satellite scenario.
I think that Earthbound Immortal lovers would love to have and use this card. We chill.
Nice.
All
Like,
right, Edge. This
have you
one.
guys seen all the Earthbound Immortal like custom cards that I've seen? Like, there's one that's like all the other Nazca lines. Like, there's the plant, there's like the tree, there's like the cosmic circle, there's all this.
So this is a sevens card artwork.
That is
That's an existing card. So is
that is
that.
top of that's, no.
That is a Vanguard card.
Yeah, no. We're just
Yeah,
gonna
we-
skip these.
Yeah.
That as well.
Once again, Edge PSA. Please be original.
This
Like,
is a straight rip from. Wait, why it gotta be black though?
Because the other card was called White Veil, and they were trying to be inclusive. Oh no.
What's next? We're gonna get Transveil. Hey, I'm all for it though. We got Transgold Talker.
Cannot be normal summoner set. Must be special summoned from your hand by sending one other monster from your hand or field to the graveyard. That's a little, generic, but once again, structure check for each banished card. Okay, this card sent to the graveyard to activate a dragon monster's effect. You can add one or lower armed dragon monster from your deck to your hand. Now, kids.
I'm gonna let
Please.
Ed say it first.
Please don't play level monsters. They're not fun.
No, it is the level monster. It's the fact that they quite literally took the effect of the Gandora series and slapped it onto a new monster and called it something new.
Yeah.
This is just a Gandora monster.
The
Okay,
only level
Armed Dragon,
monsters that are actually halfway decent.
Armed Dragon level 10 Abyssal.
They didn't even change the artwork.
Once per turn, you can send one card from your hand to your graveyard. Target and banish one card your opponent controls. Isn't Armed Dragon's whole thing is it destroys with attack lower than what you send?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they already
Just
fumbled the
banishes?
bag. If this card is sent to the GY to activate a drag, okay, so same as the Gandora. So summon one level 10 Armed Dragon monster, except this one from your hand or deck, ignoring your summoning conditions.
Now you see, here's where I'm gonna say the thing from the hand is good, because that's Armed Dragon's whole gimmick is you send a monster from your hand to your graveyard. You do funny.
And the final card is Black Veil, which I feel like is supposed to be a reference to Monte's, jacket being black.
Yeah.
But I feel like they could have just used a picture of this man's jacket, and it would have been 10 times funnier.
Mm-hmm.
And they literally did like the color swap thing, the negative.
Well, Pichu, this is all yours. Go ahead,
Okay.
Pichu.
Equip so is always wait, huh? This card is always treated.
So
as
it's always treated as white. Okay, I get it now. It's supposed
and white.
You're supposed to use this card to summon that one Armed Dragon.
Armed Dragon level 10.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, you can only equip this to an armed dragon monster. The equipped monster gains 200 attack for every one of your banished cards. Your opponent cannot activate spell or traps during the damage step of a battle involving the equipped monster. If the equipped monster would be destroyed, banished, or sent to a graveyard, you can banish this card instead. So it's literally a better version of White Veil.
Yes, I like it. I like it. I'm still just mad that this has a whatever, whatever. Okay,
I
mutant
love the
break.
artwork.
Future
Oh,
summon one mutant fusion monster from your extra deck by sending few materials listed on it from your deck to your GUI, but you cannot summon monsters for the rest of the turn except for mutants. So it's a red eyes fusion for mutant.
but better
Oh, I
because you
love
don't like to have summoning.
That is fair. Oh, you can set with red eyes fusion though.
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Oh, you cannot summon
What the
a
fuck?
variant
Oh.
control level 8 or higher mutant monster other than mutant variant ZM00. You cannot spell summon this card from. You can spell summon this card from your hand. This card spell summon by the effect of a mutant card. You can banish one card your opponent controls, and add one mutant card of the same type that is banished or for your hand. It can only use that effect once per turn. Wow, that's so boring.
It
Like
really is. All right, Pichu. What? These are just actual card arts though.
Are they?
Yes, they need this and this are like the act. In this are like actual mutant monsters.
I don't think actually.
I don't think
They
so
might not
either.
be.
I'm not
They
like
might not be.
I'm doing some googling.
Yep.
Mutagenesis. Wait, what? No.
Let's see. Beast. Um, 8, MO5, Miss, Mutant S. Nope, all those cards arts are original.
All right. I'm sorry. I misjudged this person. Okay, they had original ideas.
Um,
They listened to the PSA.
Mutant
now
Mutagenesis. Level 9? Yeah, level 9. Light Psychic Fusion. One mutant monster plus one level 8 or higher monster. 3k attack, 25 defense. Mutant monsters you control cannot be targeted or used as fusion, sync, or link materials by your opponent's card effects, but they can still be tributed. You can only use each of the following effects of mutant mutagenesis once per turn. If this card is fusion summoned, you can your opponent's banished cards and set one of them to your field. This card is fusion summoned. You control is destroyed by opponent's card. You can add up to 2 of your banished mutant cards. Up to 1
now
each of monster spell and trap to your hand.
now kids, here's another edge PSA. Don't try and make mutants good. They will always suck. Okay.
I don't even want to read the last one. We're just gonna. That is a decode target. Oh.
You're always skipping that one?
Yep, we're just gonna skip some of these. Some of these we're just gonna skip because I am kind of getting tired. So, nope, Gate Guardian already got support. You know what?
Okay.
I'm a hero fan. I'm a hero fan. I'll read this one.
Oh my god.
Elemental Hero Storm Slayer. One, where did they get this picture?
Probably stole it from some.
Fair. So
pretty
it's
cool.
Avion, Sparkman, and Blade Edge. That is a weird combination of
I like it though.
materials. I guess I get where the Storm Slash part comes from, though. Must be Fusion Summit. Wow, thanks. I love that. During your turn, you can discard one card. Send cards from the top of your deck to the GUI equal to the number of cards your opponent controls. Then draw one card for each hero card sent to the GUI by this effect. Damn. So if my opponent has a full board, right?
Draw a normal monster with a
10, 11, 13. The max someone can
No,
have is 13.
is
So
is it 13 or is it 12?
It's
it's
13
13.
because if you extra link somebody,
That is fair. That is fair. So I just milled 13 cards from my deck. The odds of all of those probably being hero monsters,
It's probably pretty high if you're playing heroes.
pretty much, or a good chunk of them being heroes.
but
Like every ever
50%.
card is a every ever card is a hero probably. Like you go
Correct.
hero spell, hero trap, hero spell, hero trap, and whatnot. Then, if you drew a normal monster with this effect, send it to the GY, and if you do this, mm, well, considering there's a lot of hero normal monsters out there,
yeah,
For standard tricks.
and and
Two
since you're
heroes.
playing Avion and Sparkman, that means you're probably running maybe
Sparkman.
three apiece.
Neos.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And this next one
Neos
won't
alias by
be.
technicality.
So this kind of looks like a Neos monster, like the
It
art for it.
it does because of the titty orb.
The Konami orb.
The Torb.
Bubble Man and Necro Shade, who I don't think have an actual fusion, do they?
No, they don't.
They do not.
All right, this is a first, and
This
Konami didn't
actually
make
looks
it.
really nice.
Must be fusion summoned. Okay, when this card is fusion summoned, you can add one polymerization or fusion normal spell from your deck or GY to your hand. Ooh, ooh, that's a miracle fusion right there, ain't it? That's a miracle or Neo fusion. Oh my god.
Oh, that it's even the card gets better.
This card in this card in your on the field. What the fuck?
This card in your yeah.
OGI can be used as a substitute for any one fusion material whose name is mentioned on the fusion monster card, but the other materials must be correct. So it's like a
So, Mystical
archetype
Sheep?
fuel. Yeah,
Yeah.
technically Swamp King because it's a swamp beast, but whatever. If a monster is fusion summoned while this card is in your GY, you can elevate its effect. Inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent. And if you do, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Oh my god.
I love this.
Let's just go out on a whim and say it's a typo and they meant to say 200.
Please say it wasn't. Please.
I hope it
No,
was a typo.
no, it's 2K. It's 2K. They knew what they meant.
Not the
I know
titty
what I
orb
said.
monster. The titty orb monster is out here milling me for 2K. You know what? Do they have more of these? We might have to do an episode 2 of this and just look at like hero support. Because hero support will always be the oh my god they do.
Oh. Wait a second. Oh my god.
Is that Avion
Okay.
and Clayman?
Alright. We gotta do a part 2 of this. I'm gonna save this. We gotta do a part 2 of this. Alright? And we just look at all the hero support. Alright? So next time, we're just going to look at hero support.
Oh, this
That is
Yeah.
that is a buddy fight card.
I think that's the exact freaking. That's literally the exact buddy fight card. Card we looked at the last time we looked at the stuff, right?
I think this is all right. There's a lot here too, so we are definitely going to look at hero support. Who is that supposed to be? Oh, it's Lady Heat and Poison Rose.
Plus Shooting Star Bow Seal.
Oh, okay. Look how it's limited to 2. We're going to do a part 2.
That one's self-aware.
You know what? I feel like each part after this is looking at archetypes. So we're
Mhm.
going to do heroes next. Then we're going
See,
to look at like dark magician. Then
Yeah, we
you know,
do it by archetypes. Yeah,
yeah. All right. We'll see you all next time, I guess.
yeah.
this
So,
was super fun.
still,
I'll see you guys in the
you
next
better
video.
credit card info. I'm swear to God.
We
Bye,
will come
guys.
take your parents' kidneys.
Yeah,
Yeah, bye,
and
guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.